What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Tani Michelle, and we are not all love, light, twin flames, and unicorns over here, so please keep that in mind. And welcome to your video. Do remember that if you are a Sag rising, you will likely relate more to the astrological transits that I go over in this video, so the astrology portions of this video. If you're a Sag rising, you will relate more to. But if you are a Sag sun or moon, then you could also relate to the tarot reading, but you may notice some things as well if you're a Sag sun or moon. But yeah, so basically watch your other signs, okay? Just watch all your signs just to be on the safe side. So let's get into it. Also remember, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, okay? So, I mean, we can't always get it right, okay? It's just how it is in life, you know? It's not always fair, okay? So let's do this, Sag. By the way, if you hear a little maniacal child running around or screaming, that is my lovely Gemini son screaming at his video game. So please excuse that. Anyways, let's get into it. So Sag, this month gets very interesting for you guys, okay? As you have Mars moving into your opposite sign. Now, what the fuck does this mean? This means that you are going to be experiencing major shifts, changes, possibly some intensity or conflict, but also possibly some attention, dedication, within your relationship or with other people, okay? Now, the massive thing here is that Gemini is your opposite sign, so it's opposing you. So with Mars opposing you, you know, which is going to happen until April 23rd when it moves out of Gemini. But so from now until April 23rd, you may notice some oppositions in your life, or some people that are disagreeing with you a little bit more than usual, are not seeing your perspective or understanding you. And you could notice that you and your partner are a little bit more in conflict or in disagreements than normal. Or maybe your partner is very busy or dedicated to something or working hard on something. They could also come off a little bit more assertive or aggressive around this time, or decisive even around this time. So these are some things that you're going to notice over the next couple months that you're going to really want to watch out for. And what this is going to do, Sag, is going to show you, it's going to be different for different ones of you. For some of you, it may show you where you need to step up to the plate and be more assertive and assert yourself more with other people. For others of you, it may show you where you need to start listening to people more, where you need to start looking at other sides of things more, taking in new information, or letting other people help you in some way, you know? It's going to be different for all of you in some way, shape, or form, but those are the themes that you're going to notice the most, okay? And it may also show you where you self-sabotage yourself, or where you hold yourself back, and where you don't allow yourself to really go after what you want, or where you may even make decisions too quickly, or rush into things too quickly. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here in your first two cards too. We have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Eight of Wands. So you are acting out of a confused state where you don't really know what it is you want. You don't really know the right answer. You don't have all the puzzle pieces together yet, but you're acting from a state, you're acting from that state, right? And so there could be something where it's like you're rushing something, or you are rushing to make some kind of decision, or that you're rushing into something without actually knowing everything about the situation. Now, here's where this also gets really interesting, is because we are in Pisces season up until around, March 20th, when the sun moves in Aries, and we have like Mercury and Venus will be in Pisces throughout this month. There's kind of more of a focus on your home, family, personal life sector. Also, this sector deals with the past, your childhood, your parents, home, real estate, property. So you could be finding yourself, another thing that I see here, hold on, I'm sorry, before we move on, I also see this as like avoiding something, or running away from something, or even possibly trying to escape something. It's like you may be in a rush this month to try to escape something, to almost like put yourself under an illusion to just move on through. Hopefully that's resonating. I don't know. That's just kind of another message that I got. Like I said, you may resonate to some messages, not all. So, but there definitely is a theme coming up here this month with possibly bringing up themes from the past or things in your personal life, in your emotional world, in your home world where you feel safe, secure, and comfortable that is getting brought up too. Because we have the Three of Swords reversed with the Hermit here. So this tells me that you may be protecting yourself or holding yourself back from something. Now you also may be possibly going inward to deal with something from the past. So you kind of almost have this conflict between going inward or outward. And another thing that this could be bringing up for you, Sag, are boundaries. Where do you need better boundaries? Where do you need more boundaries? Where do you need to assert your desires and your wants and your needs? Where do you need to step up to the plate a little bit more? You know, this is going to put some pressure on you to come out of your shell a little bit. You know, it's okay to relax. It's okay to go within and reflect. But once you do that, come out of your shell. And I think at some point this month that you will see the immense amount of work that you've done. You know, this is really what I'm seeing here is a month of going into your perception, going into your mind or the things that you've been avoiding, because we have visions of life beyond death, and we have the owl here, very observant, you know, observing different things, seeing different things. This is understanding your roots, and you're really getting in touch with your roots this month, possibly even your ancestry, family. You know, you're good. It's a time to really get back to your roots and figure out who you are and what you want out of life. Sag is really what I'm getting here, and in that place you can find inspiration. Now we also have what do you feel? And so I do see you once again kind of juggling something this month or trying to figure out what the right thing is, but rushing into it or trying to break free from something or escape from something or avoid something is not a way to deal with it, if that makes sense. It's not, I don't feel that that's how you're wanting to really, I don't think that anything great is going to come from that. But if you do that, or you already have done that while you're watching this, then, you know, you'll learn something from it either way. So it's fine. Maybe you needed to do that for some reason, you know? So I'm not here to judge you. I'm just telling you the feelings that I'm picking up on from this reading. So let's see what else we get. So yeah, we have Mars in your 7th house, which is really putting a focus on, you know, how do you communicate with your partner? How do you communicate with your partner? For some of you, Sag, you guys could be looking into moving very soon. You could be looking into possibly moving to a different location or even taking some kind of travel. Okay. So we have the 8 of Swords here. So the word I'm getting for this right now with the butterfly is kind of like the state of catharsis, the state of transformation, where once again it's like you're hiding in your cocoon, not wanting to come out. It's like you're holding back from something, because you almost feel pressured. So it's almost easier to be in this state than it is to actually take action. And it's not even that you have to hurry up and take action. Just take action and be smart about it. You know what I mean? Okay, wow. So we also have the 6 of Swords here. Or wait, no, sorry, the 7 of Swords. The 8 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. This is something that you're holding on to from the past, I feel. The World, yeah. Something that you're holding on to from the past, possibly some kind of past pattern where there was some kind of denial, rejection, or betrayal, where you felt like you put in a lot of work, like you've been doing everything for everybody or for someone in particular, and it got you nowhere. You know, you ended up being the victim in the situation, possibly. You know, like it ended up getting you burnt, and you're basically like, no more. You know, but after this, we have the Three of Wands. You know, so this is finally kind of moving on, allowing yourself to move on. Then we have the Seven of Wands. So this is facing something, Sag. All of this is leading up to facing something that you've been scared to face. There's a lot of conflict going on around you or from the past, and it's like you have to face this thing, because even if you feel like the odd one out, or like you're outnumbered, or like it's not, you know, like for some reason you don't have the upper hand, you do. Okay, but you have to get into a new mindset. You have to completely change your view on the situation. You have to let it go. You have to let it go. This Three of Swords is like a block in your heart that you don't want to let go of. And so that's something that you could be dealing with this month. Now, we do have the Pisces New Moon around the 12th or 13th, depending on where you are in the world. So it's going to be a very interesting new moon, as it's going to be conjunct Neptune and Venus. There we go. We have the Ten of Cups. So this is starting to understand what you want and not being afraid of somebody else's issues with it. So that's kind of what I was saying. Pisces New Moon, conjunct Venus with Neptune. This is a massive time of harmonizing something, forgiving something, letting something go, surrendering something, seeing where maybe you've been deceiving yourself, or where you've been holding yourself back or self-sabotaging yourself, you know? And so once that Pisces new moon hits, I think that you may gain, you know, something may happen that may definitely help you let a lot of this go, you know? And if not by then definitely by the Libra full moon towards the end of the month on the 28th, you know? So, I mean, but basically there's major energy this month for relationships and for letting go of the past so you can build a new and stronger foundation, you know? Been holding on to it for too long. We have the Mother of Cups here, healing, becoming one with your emotions, embracing your emotions, no longer letting them completely shatter you and to block them out. You know, like you may be trying to present to people that that you have this hard exterior around you, but inside you're actually very soft, especially when it comes to a certain situation that you feel like you put a lot of work and effort into, and it's just like somehow not panning off. Now, you know, you still have a lot going on in your third house of Aquarius with Jupiter and Saturn there. There's something new that you could be learning there. There could also be some things that come up from the past with your partner as well. Maybe some things come up from their past that they're having to deal with. And this could be them that's coming up here where you're having to help them or support them. They may be feeling or seeming a little bit shut off if you have a partner. This could also be a friend or a business partner, clients if you work with like other people, you know. So just keep that in mind. But definitely let me know how that ends up playing out, Sag. But I think this month for you guys all together is a time of mending and letting go of the past, of forgiving. And it's not even for the other person. So remember that if you are dealing with another person that you're struggling to forgive, if you are holding on to some kind of grudge, it's a really good way to put it. But if you are holding on to some kind of grudge, or whether it's with your family, your partner, or something's going on with your partner, just know that you're not forgiving and you're not forgiving them necessarily, or letting go of the situation for them. You're letting it go for you. I'm not sure if you've ever heard this saying that a resentment is like drinking poison yourself and then expecting somebody else to die for it. I'm not sure if you've heard that, but if you haven't, it's very, very accurate, because that energy, that resentful energy, stays in your body. That anger that you repress, it doesn't just disappear, it stays in your body, which can cause negative health issues. It can cause tons of different things, sickness, pain, disease, etc. So it really is only hurting you, while the other person's just going on and living their life or doing whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? You're the one with the problem. And if you're blaming them still, you know, which, yeah, they may have done some shit to you. I'm not denying that. I'm not saying it's your fault on what happened. I don't know your situation, you know, but it is up to you what you do with that situation. You can keep holding on to it and being mad about it, and that's only affecting you and your mood and your shit, or you can choose to see it in a different way and to maybe try to find something that came out of it that actually helped you, that it would have never came if you wouldn't have went through that situation, you know. And that's where we can truly almost alchemize, you know, almost use alchemy with ourselves to see a whole nother side of the situation that we weren't looking at, to help us heal, you know, and to also allow ourselves to allow the repressed energy or emotions, in other words, to come up, to feel it, since we didn't feel it back then. And that's when the true healing begins. So hopefully this resonated with you, Sag. Definitely let me know down below. I know this was a little bit, I don't know, I just have a feeling people are going to be like, I didn't resonate. Watch your other signs if you didn't. It is a general reading. If you're a Sag rising, though, you will notice a shit ton coming up with relationships, home, family, and your past. So definitely be on the lookout for those themes this month, and I will see you guys in my other videos.